Hello, this is James. I want to talk about conspiracy and what conspiracy really means. A conspiracy is not anything off the wall. A conspiracy is a secret. A conspiracy is a group of people or a person planning something that is not known to anyone else outside of the circle. A conspiracy can be anything. It can be anything from spiritual, mental, moral, physical, intellectual. It can be anything. A conspiracy is not some crazy idea of something conjured up out of the sky. A conspiracy is nothing but a secret, or if you want to say a lie, that is planned to therefore fool the people into thinking one way when things are altogether another. You can think about a conspiracy in the way of the universe. The universe is a conspiracy. We don't know how the universe really came about and for what reason. Only the universe knows that. That's a conspiracy. A conspiracy is anything that is hidden from your knowledge. Okay, the World Trade Centers fell straight down. People say, oh, those conspiracy theorists, oh, they fools and crazy. First thing, sometimes you have to use common sense or your intuition, your innate intelligence, whenever so-called scientific proof is not there. Anybody that saw those towers fall, anybody know anything about physics and engineering can tell themselves there's no way that those buildings fell like that based off of airplane fuel. They fell straight down, like a demolition. The same with building number 7 that fell 7 hours later. Okay. The same with the John F. Kennedy assassination. You got people that said that the one bullet theory, well, Lee Harvey Oswald is the one that shot and killed John F. Kennedy. Even scientific proof that has not been altered can say different. There's no way that one man could fire that many shots and rounds at that distance and be that accurate. Okay? The same with Martin Luther King's assassination. The same with Malcolm X. The Vietnam War, the Gulf War. People don't understand that sometimes common sense takes the precedent over scientific information. Everything cannot be proved that is true. Not everything. There are some things that cannot be proved. There are some things that are true you can never find proof to. So just because something cannot be proved doesn't make it illegitimate, doesn't make it irrational, doesn't make it false. There are many things that are true. We can't prove how the sun came about. We got theories, but we can't prove it. But does that mean because we don't know that the sun came about in the way it came, that the sun is irrelevant? The same with ourselves. We say that creation doesn't exist and evolution. First of all, evolution is stupid. If you really look at it for what it is, evolutionists say that everything migrated out of a single cell over time. Kind of ridiculous. That means that the single cell theory is like everything came out of this big gigantic megalith and it exploded one day. And also that the universe doesn't have any intelligence. Well, if the universe has no intelligence and there was no intelligent design, how are we intelligent? Okay? But I want to stick with the conspiracy problem. There is really no such thing as a conspiracy, meaning that a conspiracy is like some kind of voodoo or hoodoo, spooky kind of thing that happens. Ooh, there's a conspiracy. No, the word doesn't mean what it has been meant to mean. The theatrics behind the word gives us a woozy kind of frantic, crypto kind of understanding of it. But all a conspiracy is something that is hidden. A secret, that's all it is. A conspiracy is a secret. How many secrets do you know of yourself that you keep? How many secrets does Washington keep from the general public? 98% of what is going on in D.C., the general public don't know about. It's called national security. Okay? the CIA, the FBI, the Secret Service, the military, the National Security Agency, the Senate, the Congress, all those things. You don't know about those things because those things are kept hidebound like Freemasonry from the general public so that the wrong people won't get exposed to it and take it and do something that they shouldn't do with it, because knowledge is power. And if you're not ready for the knowledge, you're not ready for anything. Look at a conspiracy like this. Jesus taught two types of teaching. He taught the esoteric and he taught the esoteric. He taught the esoteric to his followers, to his close entourage. Then he learned. He taught the esoteric to the masses, to those that did not know, those that wasn't ready for the gift of knowledge and wisdom. That's a conspiracy. I know that people are going to say, well, no, that's not what a conspiracy is. That's what a conspiracy is, but you've been told that that's not what a conspiracy is because you don't think for yourself. You got people telling you all the day long about what a word means, and it doesn't mean that. Just like racism is a state of mind, has nothing to do with your color. So you believe the conspiracy talk, that a conspiracy is something that is off the wall and doesn't exist. And it's something that's trying to prove something that is true, not true. No, the conspiracy is what's true itself. Because the people that run the show are all based off of doing things by using conspiracy. In other words, we ought to change the name for conspiracy to, let's say, hidden truth. Let's call it hidden truth. Hidden truth, hidden lies. Okay? When they tell you that the war in the Gulf was fought because of aggression, that's a hidden lie. Okay? When they tell you that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, that's a hidden lie. When they tell you that the war in Afghanistan was to get bin Laden, that's a hidden lie. But the hidden truth is, whenever they say that the Twin Towers fell down by airplanes and not by demolition, that's a hidden truth. You'll say, well, what's the difference? All of them are lies. Yes and no. The fact is that common sense comes in to show you that you had an alternative to see through the lie. The lie was, if you looked at it for what it was, you could see there's no way, logically, scientifically, ethically, those planes could have brought those buildings down, whether it was hit high or low. Okay? And they didn't even fly inside of the buildings. Now it's got a lie out there. They say that, well, the planes flew inside the buildings. What I saw was the plane crashing against the building. But see, let me tell you something. We're all being gaslighted. We're all gaslighted. We do not have our own mind to even reason what we see. We listen to what they tell us. We see what they want us to see. We don't even trust our own eyes. We don't trust our own being. We don't trust nothing. We believe what the establishment says. When the establishment says something, we can carry it to the bank and bank on it because they know what they're talking about. It's the same with a medical doctor. When a medical doctor tells us something, we can go behind that 100,000% and say, yeah, they know what they're talking about because they're the medical doctor. They're the authority on my life. But when it comes down to us understanding that there is no way in this earth, in the heavens, in the hell, wherever that may be, that airplanes flying into a building is going to bring it down in a straight line. And now they got up the lie, they're talking about, well, building number 7 fell because of the smoke and the fire from the other buildings. Wait a minute. Hold a minute. Those buildings fell 7 hours before 7 fell. They was already on the ground. Where is the smoke? Where is the fire from the buildings when they collapsed? Building number 7 fell around 5 to 5:30 that evening, 7 hours later. Now, if it had been burning, why didn't they put it out? It was the building of the FBI, the CIA, National Security. Why didn't they put it out? See, when you don't think and you don't reason and you don't see with your own eyes, you'll fall for anything. That's the conspiracy. We have become our own conspiracy because we allow people to think for us, see for us, hear for us, feel for us, and know for us. And we don't question it, not one bit. We are all pawns in the game because we believe that a conspiracy is something outside of us, and that a conspiracy is something against us, and a conspiracy is trying to corrupt us. When a conspiracy basically is something hidden from us that will destroy us if we don't realize what the real definition of a conspiracy is. The real definition of a conspiracy is secrecy. Things that are known, things that are done, but are not told to you and not shown to you, and you have no knowledge of. But it doesn't mean it's not happening. Just because you don't know, well, it ain't true because I don't know it. Oh, it's not true because I don't see it. You're going to base your life on what you don't know and what you don't see and say it's not true because you don't see it. Human beings are very stupid. I mean, very unintelligent. I can understand why atheists say that the universe didn't come by intelligent design, because most of human beings don't have no common sense, don't have no intelligence. They're stupid. They can't think for themselves. They don't think for themselves. They let other people think for them. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you don't feel something just doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean it's not there, doesn't mean it's not true. Whenever you get your mind out of the hole that's been dug in the ground for you, you can understand these things. And understand that everything that happens in the world and planet Earth, you may not have knowledge of. That old saying goes, what you don't know won't hurt you. That's one of the biggest lies ever told. What you don't know will kill you. And that's what's happening to us every day with the food, education, economics, the environment, our families, everything. The majority of the stuff that goes on, 98% of what goes on in our lives, we have no knowledge of. But because we have no knowledge of it as far as facts, we don't think it's anything to it. It's nothing to it. It can't hurt us. Because if we knew, if it was true, we'd know. If it was true, we'd know. So everything that happens, you're supposed to know about. So the government's not going to lie to you. So they tell the truth about everything. And then if they don't tell the truth, you got to sit down as a scientist and go over and examine all this bullshit that they tell you about, we haven't come to a logical deduction. Do you have to come to a logical deduction when you have to go to the bathroom and take a piss, a dump, or manure out? Do you have to? Do you have to do that? If so, then you're in mighty bad shape. Learn to be human. Thank you and have a good day.